Hi everyone, it's Eva here and welcome back to another tutorial. This time I'm showing you my top 10 ideas of what you can do with the brand new platforms. Before we get into this, make sure you have the following cheats enabled just so everything works as I intended to do. First up, a tip in general for using platforms. They are really annoying indoors because they remove walls all the time. So rather than putting the platforms down with the actual platform tool, I just fence off the areas that I want to raise or lower and then raise them or lower them. Just as a tip, that saves you a lot of time of replacing walls. So let's get into this. Right, so first up I'm going to show you platforms with beds. So first of all, you want to choose any bed that you like, for example this one, and then use the trick that I mentioned at the beginning where you just use the fence rather than the actual tool. And for example, create 2 because I'd like to have 2 steps, and then just raise these up. So I would raise this up twice and this once, and then obviously delete the fence. Ooh. And here you go, you've got 2 steps up to the bed. So next up we have platforms that hold plants for decoration. Create a platform like I would say 1 tile big, and then I would raise it up like 3 times just to make it not too high. I use these rocks, I guess, this rock pathway from Island Living. They're in the debug section, just to create like an interesting structure on them. And then I'd use like a floor with pebbles, for example, probably this one. And then just fill it with plants by raising them up. It's really simple. And then remove the fence. Done. Number 3 is raising kids' rooms, so they have like an elevated sleeping space. I added like this fence because I already had some decorations in place, and then raise it up quite high. Like this. And in order for your Sims to reach it, you have to add some stairs. So just place these. And the kids' room's done. And then another idea I had was to create bedside tables with these platforms. So I already raised this up once for the entire bed, and then to be as close as possible to the bed, just do them like this. And all the things are already floating because that's where I had them placed. I'm just showing you how I got to that stage. And then raise this up. You can also do like multiple layers of it, obviously. And the fences have to be gone again. And there you go, you have some really cool modern bedside tables. Right, so next up are modern stairs that lead up to an entrance to the house. These are a bit tricky because you have to connect foundation and platform, but I'll show you how to do that. So basically you just want to create the shape however you want. I recommend that you create them 1 tile bigger than you want them to be. So if you only want the front of the stairs to show, make sure they're a bit bigger at the back so you can place them over each other, because otherwise they won't place next to each other. And yeah, keep going, whatever shape you like. Oh, where did this go? Yeah, make sure they're always just 1 tile height apart, because otherwise the Sims won't be able to use them. And then these won't connect, so you basically have to use some stairs to connect these 2 with each other. Hi peeps, it's Editing Me. I realized that in the actual build for this modern home, I was able to connect the foundation and platform without using stairs, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how I did that. I tried to look at footage, but there isn't any for that specific moment, so I'm actually baffled. I don't know how I did it, and if I ever find out, I will definitely let you guys know. I'm sorry. So next up are sunken pool lounges that you can now finally create without having to do the whole foundation trick that I showed you before. Just fence the areas off that you want to be on the platform. I'm also fencing these sides off because I want them to be lower than the rest. And then we want 2 steps. There we go. So because the door is also higher up, we need the platform to be on that height. So, oops. so that the Sims can actually get out of that room. This would be the next step, and then you can lower this. Obviously, if you want to have more steps, just add more steps, and then you can lower the platform like even lower into the ground, and then you can have like a comfy sofa arrangement and stuff like that. But for this building, I only did this one step at a time. And I actually really like the look of this. Next up, I have some ideas for roofing, especially for modern roofs. Right, so rather than using the platform tool, we will just use the half wall tool. So just build the half walls wherever you want them to be. I would like the roof to be this tall, and then on the other side, maybe this tall. So that way they are not the same height. It looks cooler, it's a bit more refreshing. Right, and then you just raise this up and the roof will be filled. It's so exciting to me. No hollow roofs anymore. Yay! So the next thing are really cool indoor steps that create a really cool entryway. This is a bit tricky because there's so many layers to it, but basically just keep doing it with the fence because everything else will just ruin it. And I would recommend doing it all in one go because otherwise it's just gonna screw up. So yeah, just whatever shape you want. I just created this shape because I really liked the layout of this. I would like these to be stairs, I would like these to be stairs, and these two are stairs. So this has to be the same height as the door, obviously. Then we'll just lower this one once, this one twice. So now we also have like these really nice decorative plant thingies. And then this one once, and then this one will stay. So there you go. Then again, obviously remove all the fences so the Sims can use it, and there's that. Next up are some split level home ideas with indoor steps. This looks a bit odd here in this on the side because I just lowered this platform down. But basically I had an elevated office space in this modern build. So just raise that up to the height that you like it to be. I had it on this height. And then obviously the Sims can only reach this either with normal stairs or by creating platform stairs. And to create the platform stairs, just make them one square apart. So just so you know, again, they have to be one height level apart, otherwise the Sims can't reach. So we have to make sure this is only one. So this would be the same height. We have to make sure it's one level underneath that. Then the same for this one. And the same for this one, and for this one. And now remove the fences, obviously, and then the Sims will be able to use that fully. There you go. Last but not least, my favorite thing ever, because I love walk-in showers, I decided to build a walk-in shower with the platforms, and it's really simple. So basically use whatever dividers you want on the sides. I created these using the tool mod. They're glass floors from Island Living, and I rotated them to the side so they're like kind of walls. But basically, yeah, you can do whatever you want. And now the coolest thing, we'll create this space for a shower, lower it once, and now it's actually a cool, proper walk-in shower. I love it so much. Right guys, those were my top 10 tips so far of what I could come up with that you can do with the new platform tool. I've already got some really cool ideas for my upcoming builds, and you'll obviously see those in my new speed builds, and maybe I'll do another tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye!